I will tell you exactly how it happened. That way everyone else can know what to expect, because this is how they got me. And by the time I got my account back, I lost a little over 20,000 subscribers.
Whoa,
and
my
it only took
God.
about 3 days.
Couldn't look away from the train wreck. You can blame it on the tech or the disrespect. Before you play, better button check. Button check.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, as promised, none other than TrueUnderdawg right here. I've been trying to get this interview for a while. I'm not sure if you remember or not, but we spoke, man, when was it? Was it a year or so ago? Like, I can't remember. I asked for like an interview. You said something like, I'm too Hollywood, contact my secretary, and then she'll get back to you, something like that. But
That does sound like me. I do say that. That is my go-to.
no, it was something about scheduling. But it just never happened. So I'm glad that it happened.
I feel so
now.
bad because I totally forgot that. That actually happened? You're not just
No,
doing
it
a bit
did.
right
Yeah,
now? You
I can't
actually asked me?
remember. Man,
Oh, shit.
it's been a minute though. It's been a minute. I wouldn't be surprised.
You just got to
it's been-
re-message me. It could be back when I was more of a Twitter elusive person. Like, I never went on Twitter.
You know what I'm saying? This last thing that went on with you was so damn crazy. And I know by the time y'all see this video that TrueUnderdawg is gonna have his own video, you know, already on his page. So definitely check that out. I'll put the link down in the description field, as we always do. But y'all already know this, man. Check him out, show him some love, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Oh, that's so kind of you. Yes, I definitely wanted to cock block you, so I got to make sure that I post the video first.
Yeah, and we'll start it off by saying, my first question, honest to God, usually sometimes I write down questions and whatnot. This time I didn't need to because I wanted to get straight to it. You know, the first thing I thought of, I was literally driving in my car thinking, what questions am I gonna ask? The first one that came to my mind was, during this ordeal, how many times did you shit yourself? Like, honestly, how many times, like in the ups and the downs from your thing getting hacked, you getting it back, you getting it deleted, and then you trying to have it back, like all this time. How many times did you have a heart attack?
So yeah, heart attack's the better word because I've never shit myself in response to any sort of stress.
Okay.
The good news is I'm a very focused person under pressure.
Okay.
Like, if you freak me out with something, I just focus 110%. So I was just figuring out how to fix the problem, and I made a couple of mistakes. I first just thought I was hacked by a regular person or someone just like got in somehow. So I tried to ask Google, only to find out that there's no way to get in contact with a human at Google. I know because when I searched it, that was one of the results, is you will never speak to a person at Google to fix your stuff. Like, all you get is hyperlinks that suggest what to do,
Right.
and none of them were helpful at all.
Damn.
And so I remembered, luckily, that I have a bunch of YouTube accounts that I follow that are much bigger than me, and they've mentioned several times to go on Twitter, because for whatever reason, the way you get help for YouTube is on Twitter. And that's an absolute fact. So
Yeah.
you just go at Team YouTube, and they come to get you. I probably should not have told people to share and retweet and also at Team YouTube. I was a bit panicking, and I was doing anything I could because I've heard of this happening to other channels,
Right.
and I wasn't worried about the videos getting deleted because I actually knew about this before it happened to me, but I just kind of, like, you know, forgot about it. I was like, man, that's crazy. That's happening to some people. That's wild. And I just kept going about my day. But I do remember them saying that when this happens, you lose subscribers because people don't recognize your channel anymore.
Right,
And they wonder,
right.
why am I subscribed to this random channel?
Yep.
So they unsubscribe. And by the time I got my account back, I lost a little over 20,000 subscribers.
Whoa,
And
my
it only took
God.
about 3 days. Yeah, that was probably the most, like, sad part of the whole ordeal.
Yeah.
Because even though subscribers don't mean as much in the YouTube game anymore, it takes so long to grow your channel now due to YouTube's dumb feature of unsubscribing people if they don't watch, like, every single video. So you can get like 10,000 subscribers that month, and 3,000 get unsubscribed. So you only
Wow.
get 7,000. So it's way harder to grow. And even big channels are saying this, that even like the big channels, unless you're Mr. Beast or something, your channels are pretty stagnant, even if you're a big channel,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
You can grow in views, but you can't grow in subscribers very easily. So I was kind of sad. I was approaching that 400K threshold.
Right.
I had some shirt designs getting made and stuff. I was ready to throw a big party about it, and now I'm back to like 363. I was at 383, and I'm like, oh, damn.
Damn.
So that was my concern, was getting it back as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And the process is not as fast as I wanted it to be. So I heard that you should not actually at them the way I did and say share it and all that, because that gives them too many things to read. And it may have actually slowed down the response process because I looked at everyone's stuff instead of just mine. That may have actually slowed it down. But as far as like the typical response and recovery time, it was the same. It was average 2 to 3 days, and you get your account back. Now, when I did, I don't cry because I'm a man, but I did start to do that, like that breathing you do when like you can't cry. Like I got that a little bit when I just checked my email because I was terrified of it getting hacked again.
Right.
So I was constantly checking my Gmail like every 2 minutes while I'm working to make sure when any notification popped up at all, I was ready to like respond fast this time, right?
Yeah.
So every email like on my phone notification freaked me out, and I was like getting panicky. About like a day goes by, or like, you know, a few hours go by, whatever. I forget the exact time frame, but I'm starting to get a bit more confident. I'm not as nervous. I check one of my Gmail notifications while working, and it just straight up says your account's been terminated due to violating our guidelines. And that's when I was like, this sucks. And so I had to look into it. And I was like, what's going on? I just got it back, and now it's terminated. And luckily, I was actually chatting with some people. One of them was the Thinny. And he had a bunch of information on this stuff already. Like, he knew what was going on. He was like, dude, probably what happened is the person who hacked your account was the one violating the terms of service. And that, so he violated it several times with the illegal live streams. They were like cryptocurrency or something farming. Like, you know, it's a cryptocurrency scam pretty much, live stream.
Damn.
And the reason it like had to get restarted several times, that stream, is because YouTube would take it down and probably give him a strike or something. So he's the one that got hit with the strikes and the termination, but it was a full day late, which is why it terminated me a day after I got my account back.
Damn.
Yeah.
There was so many, like, especially for me, there were so many questions and concerns, you know, just like, because like I was telling the viewers, like, as a content creator, this is the scariest shit that you can go through, really. It's just like, literally somebody comes into your place of business and takes the shit. You know what I'm saying? If there was a way to...
They shit in my toilet and I had to watch. I will tell you exactly how it happened. That way everyone else can know what to expect, because this is how they got me. All right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna warn you about it.
Okay.
And the annoying thing was so many people had like dumb tips, or like their advice, or I don't know if they're being sarcastic or if they're just misunderstanding. They may have been trying to be helpful, but it came off as very ignorant. I had some people being like, oh, that's why you must have 2-factor authentication. I did. That's why you must have a backup email. I did. That's why you got to have a recovery thing. I did. I had all those things. Damn. The problem is it's a program. The second this program gets activated, it takes your email, it changes your password, it delinks everything, it turns off 2-factor authentication, and then it changes your channel all in the span of like 10 minutes. Like, it's really fast. So there's no way you as a human can respond faster than this malware. It's just too fast.
Yeah.
So here's how they got me. They were a fake sponsor email.
Oh, shit.
It looked undistinguishable from a regular sponsor email.
Right.
And they just said, are you interested? I go, yeah, I'm interested. So they even like let me reply. Like, if I had said nothing, I would have never had a problem, but I'm just replying to people. You know, I get sponsors all the time.
Yeah.
And February is a big sponsor month. So I got like 4 already.
Yeah.
So I'm responding to these people, and they go, cool, here's the media kit. Inside, you'll find your talking points. And so I download the media kit, which normally it's not in a zip file. Normally you go to like a Drive file, and they have all the folders online for you to access, right? This was a bit different. They had me download it. No big deal, I thought. And then when I download it, there's even a password they gave me. So I'm like, dang, these people are professional. Like, they have a zip file, and it's password protected. That's awesome.
Right.
So I open the zip file, and then I double click the talking points. It doesn't open.
Oh, shit.
Turns out it's not a PDF. It just looks like one. Even the icon looks like a PDF.
Damn.
It's actually a .scr file. And what I did just now by double clicking it was I ran a program, and that was the malware. And now it's it. Like, at that point, I probably lost my account right then.
Damn.
It's instant. So my advice to you, if you're a YouTuber, you probably already have people that find sponsorships for you. Just forward every email to them.
Yep.
You'll lose 10% because they take 10% whenever they do that for you, but it's better than losing your whole account, which I did not know was an option. Damn. There should have been a, what do they call those things? An intervention where they just get every single YouTube channel and make them watch a live stream. Hey, here's what's going on right now. Here's how they get you. Like, look out for it.
Right.
The first warning sign in hindsight should have been they were paying me like 50% more than I normally get paid for a sponsorship. And I just thought, ooh, money. Because sometimes they do that. Like, sometimes a company does pay you way more than you're expecting.
Okay.
I've had WB pay me way more than I expected. I've had Raid Shadow Legends pay way more than I expected.
Damn.
So I just thought, ooh, money.
Right.
But no, it turns out I got hacked.
Damn.
And the funny part is, I'm not even sure if it's the guy who actually made the virus that sent it to me. It could just be someone else that like got his virus and repurposed it or something. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Because it can't be making any money at this point.
Right.
Because no one falls for it. Like, who sees a random Tesla thing in their notification that goes, oh yeah, I want to buy this shit.
Right,
Like, who would fall
exactly.
for that? I don't get who would fall for it.
It's insane, man. Like, and the crazy thing is, I was just talking, man. I maybe in a video, I can't remember. I'm constantly running, but I get those ads as well as far as like marketing. Hey, we want to work with the channel and this and that. And it does scare the shit out of me because the first thing I always look for is the email. I'm like, okay, is this legit or is it somebody that's sending me a Gmail or a Yahoo or something like that? I usually look for it says like at Red Bull or at, or wherever they're coming from. And
this one looked just like that. It looked
that's
legit.
the scary thing. It's like, oh shit.
It said at the VPN. Like, it was a free VPN service that is actually well reviewed. I researched it. I researched all the stuff that I make sponsor videos for.
Yeah.
It was well reviewed. It's a free VPN service. And I was like, okay, cool. And they even had like at the VPN dot something, like dot US or dot whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. This is like an actual, like, seems like a legit email.
Yeah.
From now on, I'm just sending it to my people, and they're going to look over it and make sure that it's legit. If a virus gets in there, it gets them.
That's what's up. I've even had like on my Gmail, like it's like, oh, your YouTube just got a strike. It's in danger of being deleted. Here you have to click on this to see the strike, and I almost did. But then I was like, wait a minute, this ain't even fucking like my YouTube stuff goes to other email, So anyway, you can just go to your channel and see if it's true or not. But yeah, these guys are working overtime trying to scam you and whatnot, and this shit is scary. And I've seen it as well, to where they're like, hey, we'll give you, before we negotiate anything, we'll give you our budget is $6,000, so we're gonna give you $6,000 for a minute. And for me, I'm a smaller channel obviously than you, so for me that's a lot of damn money. And I'm like, wait, so you're gonna give me
That's high.
That
is high.
Yeah, you're gonna give me $6,000 for 60 seconds, and we haven't discussed shit. Like, get out of here with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask too, before I let you go, man. One of the concerns, or one of the, I should say, conspiracy theories when your channel got all the way deleted was maybe it was because of the MK content. Mortal Kombat. It seems like in the NRS community, there's always been this complaint, right? That like, shit. Like, I get my videos demonetized, or they flag it because it shows blood or all that other stuff. And I remember when I said that on the video, there was a comment on that video that said, I don't think so, because TrueUnderdawg heavily edits his videos. So I don't think it was because of that. But is that a concern of yours, like going forward for like MK12 and whatnot?
Oh yeah, absolutely. In fact, I'm making a video on it because there's a new policy that came out recently. And it says that if you have gore in standard gameplay, your channel may be monetized, or like your video may be monetized. So just maybe, right? And that was the annoying thing, is so many people say what you just said, where they like go, oh, well, so-and-so's channel doesn't edit it and he's fine apparently. And it's like, it's different for every channel. Like, that's the truth of it. I used to do only guides for a while, just update patch videos and stuff. And I would beat up Devora, who has the blue blood and the yellow bones and the blue gore, blue organs. And I would still get demonetized. Like, I was fine for a bit, but then when they added the new like update, every single one of those got demonetized. And you can't just ask them all to be reviewed at the same time. So I just gave up and did all the recent ones, like in the past like year, because the reality is the old ones probably aren't getting watched anyway. But I still did that. So I've heard even crazier ones, but I can't find this video saying this one update that happened with the policy. But apparently one thing that YouTube is considering, because right now they're being sued. Right now they're being sued by like a really big, well, it's a really big lawsuit that YouTube could lose, like 100%. And that's why they're overcorrecting right now. And they're trying to make that AI even better at noticing violent content, not for video games, but for real life. Because the reason they're in trouble is because those like ISIS beheading videos and stuff got pressed by the algorithm because people were watching it. The algorithm didn't know like what it actually was. It just saw, oh, everyone's watching and sharing this, let's promote it. So they're being sued for stuff like that, for YouTube actually promoting horrible content. So they're scared of that pretty much. And they're overcorrecting. And Mortal Kombat 12 is going to look the most real of any of the Mortal Kombat games so far. Unless I'm wrong and they go for some cool stylized look, which I've always thought they should try. I've always said they should try at least one game with a really cool like 2D kind of shader, like how the Guilty Gear games look, kind of like that, like the Mortal Kombat. That'd be sick, I think. Or like Borderlands 3 kind of art style. I think it'd look really
Yeah.
sick with Mortal Kombat. But anyway, you know it's not going to be that because they want the fatalities to be as gruesome as possible. So it's going to be hyper realistic, and that AI on YouTube is definitely going to think it's the real deal because it's going to look too close to
Damn.
real. So I'm worried about that.
That's insane.
And one more horrible policy thing they're going to do apparently is any game that's rated M, they're going to make it 18 plus only. It's going to get immediately age restricted. Any M-rated
Damn.
game, which I've heard can be like the death sentence as far as earning for a video. So
Right.
that's a scary thought too, that like every video suddenly is just 18 plus only. Because if that happens, I'm going to be limited to just doing lore videos, which I like doing. They're fun, like throwback videos and lore videos. Which Mortal Kombat character has a crush on who? Stupid shit like that, you know? I could do that, I guess, if I had to, but it's not what I want to do.
Right.
So I'm a bit worried
Yeah.
about it. But yeah, that conspiracy is not true. I was not taken down for like instant strikes or anything.
True Underdog, man, thank you for joining us. Thank you for your
Namaste.
time. Honestly, thank you for the amazing knowledge with the ban and the hack, because I was definitely curious about that. Mortal Kombat going forward and whatnot. I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate the time. I would love, since I learned that we're actually not too far apart, that one day we could do an interview in person. Maybe we could even
Hell
have
yeah.
you on Bogus Journeys, because I definitely want to bring back Bogus when Street Fighter 6 comes out later this year. So I think it would be cool, man. But
Yeah.
anyway, thank you for your time, brother. Once again, by the time you see this, his video's already going to be out. So link down below. Definitely check him out. Let's get him back those 20,000 subscribers. Holy, I can't even believe that.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Masber through the fire, the flames of hell. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to being a content creator, definitely show him the love, man. Anything else you'd like to add to this?
Satan's red schlong was all up in there, man. It was not fun passing through the fires of hell. Yeah, one more thing I guess I could add is that what I hate the most about this whole experience is that I'm to this day scared to log in on my main computer. I am not going to log into my Google account on this computer. I'm just terrified to, which sucks because I was such a fast and proficient machine when it came to making a video and uploading it, and the fiber optic is so strong. I have the cable plugged in. I'm too scared. I've ran all the malware stuff. I've detected some stuff. I've removed it. I've done all the antivirus stuff. I've removed it on my computer. I should be safe. I should be. But I still can't shake the feeling that it's there, like the boogeyman, you know? It's kind of like if someone broke into your house, you never feel safe again. That's kind of how I feel. I feel like the virus is still somewhere on my computer, despite all the searching I've done. And it just sucks. It sucks to be scared to do something in your daily routine. That's the most annoying thing that the hijacker took from me, was my peace of mind.
Man.
Dang it.
That's deep. And it's real, because that goes in so many areas. Like me with my injury, they tell me, "Oh, you should be fine," but I'm still scared. That pain was so deep that I'm afraid to ever experience it again. So I completely understand what you're talking about, you know, in that sense. So just keep doing your thing, man. And I know that's easier said than done, but I'm a fan. I'm glad to be able to talk to you, man, and be able to call you my content creator friend, you know what I'm saying? Hearts up, you know what I'm saying? Love you, man. Thank you for the amazing content that you do, because you inspire me as well.
Oh, shit.
To reach new heights, you know what I'm saying? And just to get to your level. I'm sure, like, at your point, like you were saying, you want to go to the next level and the next. But for somebody like me, I'm looking at your level like that's where I want to be, man. So thank you, man, for the amazing inspiration and everything like that. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, True Underdog, thank you for joining us. We'll see y'all soon. And one more time, we don't know what it is, but we know it's about to get better. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
One more time, we don't know what it is, but we know it's about to get better. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Oh, damn, he gone. Here's Isaac Clarke. While you wait, little Isaac. You got a new game recently. Yeah, I did. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good game. There's some changes I don't like, but it's mostly a good game. You don't like some of the changes. Fake fan. You're a fake fan. How dare you? I doodled you in middle school every day, Isaac Clarke. You cannot call me a fake fan just because I take some issue with the remaster, okay? The reality is, it's a remaster or a remake. It's not supposed to change stuff, okay? That's my issue. You shouldn't change anything. I was promised a remake, and then you change and stuff. Don't do that. That's my issue, Isaac Clarke, all right? He said, I'm a fake fan.
I was like, what the hell is this guy doing over here? Oh, it's definitely gonna. Whatever you just did is definitely gonna be recorded. I have no idea what it was, but that'll be good for the viewers. You know what I'm saying?